Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for Living Local, your lifestyle show for all things Charleston and beyond. I'm Ashley Meservey. It's Medical Monday at East Cooper Medical Center, and today we're sitting down with a gastroenterologist to learn about colon cancer, a disease that is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in both men and women combined in the United States.
Medical Monday, sponsored by East Cooper Medical Center.
Joining us today, we have Dr. Raya Kaplan. She's a gastroenterologist here at East Cooper Medical Center. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we're talking about colon cancer awareness. Let's start off with, what is colon cancer?
Colon cancer is a malignant growth in your colon. It often arises from colon polyps. There's different types of colon polyps. One type is hyperplastic, which when found and seen under pathology are not cancerous. There's also adenomatous colon polyps, where those can turn into cancer over time.
What are some of the risk factors with colon cancer?
With colon cancer, there's several risk factors. Some are lifestyle related, thought to be related possibly to increased consumption of red meat, processed foods being hot dogs, some deli meats. There's some association with heavy to moderate alcohol usage, smoking. Some of the non-lifestyle components include family history. So if somebody has a family history of a first-degree relative, that's being a mother, father, brother, sister, with colon cancer less than age 60, that puts them at higher risk. Also, if there's more than 2 family members diagnosed with colon cancer at any age, that also puts somebody at higher risk. Another factor is whether you have a history of certain types of colon polyps. When you have a colonoscopy, often polyps or little growths in the colon are found. Some of them are hyperplastic, which are benign, non-cancerous. Others are adenomatous, and they're the type that turn into cancer. So if you have those in your colon, obviously they need to be removed, and that puts you at a higher risk for further polyps and cancers down the road.
So what are some of the symptoms? Could someone feel that they have polyps? I mean,
not necessarily.
Okay.
That's why we recommend screening. If a polyp is causing symptoms, at that point it's often large, potentially, already precancerous or cancerous. Oftentimes polyps are small, so they don't cause pain, they don't cause a change in bowel habit, they don't cause bleeding. So that's why it's so important that we do recommend screening, even if you have no symptoms, at the appropriate age based on guidelines.
Well, speaking of age, I was talking to you before we came on air about the fact that I had to have a colonoscopy in my early 30s because I was having a bunch of stomach issues, and the doctor actually found 3 polyps that could be, full-blown colon cancer about 5 years down the road. So me being in my 30s, I mean, the age has really changed over the years, right?
Right, the age has changed over the years. There's been more recent studies that have shown that both colon cancers and polyps are being found in patients at earlier ages. So used to be everybody, average risk, no family history, got started at age 50. Then at one point it was age 45 for African American patients, because studies showed that African American patients were found to have colon cancers and polyps at an early age. And then most recently, the American Cancer Society came out and has recommended age 45 across the board for colon cancer screening to start in those with average risk.
And really, I mean, it's always better to err on the safe side, right? I mean, if you are finding that you're having some difficulties that you think, hey, I'm just constipated, or I'm just, it's just that time of the month or something's going on, you're thinking that it's not that big of a deal, and you kind of deal with it. It may be a bigger issue,
It
right?
could be, yeah. Certain red flags to look for certainly would be a sudden change in bowel habits, whether it be sudden constipation, sudden onset new diarrhea, black or bloody stools, abdominal pain, unexplained weight loss. So things that are new, different, out of the ordinary, definitely something to bring up to your doctor, who can then refer you to a gastroenterologist.
Okay, well, let's go back to Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Tell us about that.
So Colon Cancer Awareness Month is in March, and it's a month that we set aside in the medical community to sort of raise awareness, obviously, about colon cancer in terms of, symptoms, how to get screened, what the, prognosis is. Also, it's an opportunity for, patients who've had colon cancer, survived colon cancer, family members and friends of colon cancer patients to, find similar like people.
Exactly.
So it provides a great educational experience and some support for the community.
And before we go, it's a pretty preventable cancer, right?
It is preventable if you adhere to the screening guidelines. That's the goal. The actual the rate of death from colon cancer has decreased drastically over the last decades since we've instituted colon cancer screening. So that's the goal, is to get in there, find a polyp before it turns cancerous, remove it. And certainly if you already have an early colon cancer, which again you may not have symptoms from, the goal with colonoscopy is to find that colon cancer early enough where it's easily treated with a local surgery versus having to have chemo and radiation.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you so much for being here with us. And for more information, head online to eastcoopermedctr.com.